everyone, and welcome back. Can a political disagreement on social media end in a courtroom battle worth 5 billion naira? That question is now at the center of a high-profile legal dispute in Abia State after Governor Alex Otti took legal action against a senior official of the All Progressive Congress (APC) over allegations he says damage his reputation. The lawsuit has already sparked debate over political speech, accountability, and the limit of public criticism as the state moves closer to another election cycle. Daily Post reported that Abia State Governor Alex Otti has filed a 5 billion naira defamation suit against the publicity secretary of the APC in Abia State, Mr. Uche Aguru, over publications allegedly made on social media. The matter was filed before the High Court of Abia State, Umuahia Judicial Division, with Governor Otti listed as the claimant and Aguru as the defendant. The legal action marks one of the most significant defamation cases involving a serving governor and an opposition party official in recent times. According to court documents, the lawsuit arose from social media publications that Governor Otti believes were false, malicious, and damaging to his reputation. The governor, through his legal team, argues that the statements went beyond ordinary political criticism and crossed into defamatory territory by making serious allegations capable of lowering his public image and credibility. Governor Otti is being represented in the matter by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Kenneth Ahia. According to the suit, the defendant allegedly accused the governor of corruption, diversion of public funds, abuse of office, political inducement, interference in the affairs of another political party, and judicial intimidation. These are heavyweight allegations that, if left unchallenged, the governor argues could negatively affect both his personal reputation and public confidence in his administration. In the legal documents before the court, Governor Otti insists that the allegations are entirely false and without factual basis. He maintains that the publications were malicious and defamatory, arguing that they were intended to injure his reputation and portray him in a negative light before members of the public. The governor is therefore asking the court to officially declare the publications defamatory under the law. Beyond seeking a declaration from the court, Governor Otti is requesting several legal remedies. He wants the defendant to retract the alleged defamatory publications and issue an unreserved public apology. The governor is also asking the court to restrain the defendant from making similar statements in the future. In addition, he is seeking 5 billion naira in damages as compensation for the alleged harm caused by the publications, as well as the cost of instituting the legal action. When contacted, Uche Aguru confirmed that he had indeed been served with the lawsuit. He disclosed that his legal team has already responded to the court processes and will defend the case. Aguru also argued that the legal action was politically motivated, claiming it was an attempt to silence opposing voices ahead of the forthcoming elections. His response suggests that the case could develop into a wider political context beyond the courtroom. The case has already attracted attention because it raises important questions about the balance between freedom of expression and protection of personal reputation. Public officials are often the subject of criticism, especially in democratic societies where political debate is encouraged. However, Nigerian law also provides legal remedies where an individual believes false statements have caused reputational damage. The court will therefore be expected to determine whether the disputed publications fall within the boundaries of legitimate political criticism or amount to actionable defamation. Legal experts note that in defamation cases, the court generally considers several factors, including the content of the publication, whether the statements were presented as facts or opinions, whether they were false, and whether they caused measurable harm to the claimant's reputation. The evidence presented by both parties will play a critical role in determining the outcome of the case. Political observers believe the lawsuit could become one of the closely watched legal battles in Abia State because it comes at a time when political activities are gradually intensifying. Cases involving public office holders and opposition figures often generate significant public interest, particularly when they involve allegations of corruption, governance, and political conduct. Whatever the outcome, the judgment could influence future political communication and the use of social media by political actors. At this stage, the court has not ruled on the merits of the case, and the allegations remain the subject of ongoing legal proceedings. Both Governor Alex Otti and Uche Aguru will have the opportunity to present evidence and legal arguments before the High Court reaches its decision. But until then, the dispute remains an allegation before the court, and the final determination will depend entirely on the evidence presented during the judicial process. As the legal battle unfolds, many Nigerians will be watching closely to see how the court balances the constitutional right to free expression with the legal protection against defamation. The outcome could have implications not only for the party involved, but also for political discourse and public debate in the country. Where should the line be drawn between freedom of expression and protecting an individual's reputation, especially in politics? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I am Cassie Tony, and many thanks for watching.